Day 3 of King's Cup. We are back in action in Los Angeles with Trent Jenkins, Lacoste, and myself, and we're getting ready for another day of exciting NA Dotes. We saw some highlights from yesterday's action, and Lacoste, I believe, we walked away saying that NA Dota is starting to look a bit like that rock, paper, scissors action, like a team can really take a win off anyone, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I'm really happy that we see those Tier 2 scene actually growing. The DPS system really benefits these also kind of newly formed teams. We can see the runes, they just pretty much formed, looking good as well.
Yep. You're going to be unreasonably biased for paiN today? Is that what I'm saying?
A little bit, yeah. I took the hat. I didn't know which games are going to be played today. I guess it's my lucky day.
We get lots of
two
paiN.
series of paiN Gaming X.
2 series of paiN Gaming X. We saw paiN X have their debut yesterday. What do we make of them, Jenkins? I mean, they just came together, and it's not like don't take paiN X by face value, I think is what we walk away with.
Yeah, they looked really good. I believe did they go 1-1?
They went 1-1.
They went 1-1. I believe the game that they lost was looking okay too. Or did they go 2? Let me go look at
I
this.
believe I'm going to ask the same question to Trent because Jenkins doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
The Ember game looked really good, right? For CCNC. That was the highlight. That was where we had our Timber Saw picked, and we were like, oh, what's this Timber going to do?
Right.
That seems a little dangerous from Jay Storm. But then it didn't go too well. And then we had an interesting morph issue, which I believe was game 2, which is the one they lost, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where they lost a little bit of their momentum. Where it felt like they were kind of in control, and then it slipped away. And well, the real question is, how many Terrorblades are we going to see here today? And speaking of heroes, I have great news. We actually already have the draft started.
We're not gonna see a Terrorblade today.
Spoilers?
Well, not in this game.
Not in this game. Well, I'm
not
already
in this
happy.
game.
I'm already happy. We don't have a wizard, so I guess production, you can be the wizards on this one and get us
Aw,
ready
that's
for
nice.
the draft.
They're
as we
always
hop into
wizards,
action
to
here.
be honest.
They are wizards. Shouts to them. Again, reminder, guys, while we do have some awesome NA Dota coming your way today, we have 3 best-of-2 series. Southeast Asia Kings Cup will be starting up on the 13th with 4 other talent who will have to go through this cringe fest. So it's going to be awesome to see
Ooh,
what the hell they're going to be bringing on these broadcasts with their King's decrees and role swaps and such. But here we go, guys. First game of the day, paiN X versus Infamous.
What do you think? Who made the new logo for paiN Gaming X? Like, did he get paid for the job that he did? Like, just
I hope so.
through the X. Like, that's gonna be 50 pesos.
I don't know. That's a pretty nice X though.
The P is great. So whoever made the
True.
P,
Yeah, the P is amazing.
you're saying that if the graphic designer of paiN X was not the same person, they're like, well, we got a good P here.
Quality.
There we go.
So you think if the guy who did the P drew the X, this same sort of style of logo would look good.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know who did that X, but
Shout outs to them.
Got him.
Gotta get your shit together, man. Come on.
All right, we got Ogre again. We got Io. The double buff strat. This is what this is, right? Whoever is receiving Bloodlust and an Io, they are just going to be feeling great.
Yeah, someone should buy a Moon Shard first item and give it to their carry. So they have a Bloodlust, Tethered, and Moon Shard.
They get a troll on the team.
Get an Alchemist, give him an eggs, you know? Everything all together. It's going to be perfect. Sounds like
Sharing
a-
is caring.
That's what I'd say.
You know, it's interesting to see the Drow totally ignored.
Thank God, man.
I mean,
I don't know how you feel about the Drow, but
I'm over it.
I'm
Wyvern's banned. I don't know. It looked okay.
Wyvern's
Terrorblade's
banned,
not there
Terrorblade's
either.
banned,
It's like,
yeah.
kind of seems like a good game. to
It
play
seems
some-
pretty
some
good.
Drow.
I mean, Infamous, you're gonna maybe pick some Drow?
You know what was not a great pick yesterday, but I wouldn't mind seeing here if Infamous want to go for it. Maybe not right now, but maybe a little later. Timber Saw, Ogre,
like that.
Wisp. These 2 supports would be minced meat for someone like Timber Saw, right? Come on.
Get him.
Morphling, you know, one of the big reasons I think the Morphling hero is back is because the bug has apparently been fixed where you wouldn't gain stats if you leveled up during the morph.
Yeah.
That was a huge, like a legitimately huge issue because you get a kill in a fight, you gain a level, and all the time when you're fighting, you're morphed as somebody else. So it wasn't just this like, you know, one-off thing that would happen. Every single game, morphs would have like 10 to 30 to 40 less stats, and apparently that's been fixed. So that was like a legitimate limiting factor for this hero. And I think as soon as they change the morph ability to do what it does now, and then they buffed him to make it not just awful. This hero has been insanely good.
Makes me sorry, please go on.
Just a better Rubik, that's all.
Just I can't help but think about just how the Dota 2 devs probably still pull their hair over Rubik and Morphling and stuff like that. I feel like they just nonstop have problems in their.
Shout out to them though, because they're really fun heroes.
They're great heroes,
They're amazing,
but
yeah.
they're just like
they're a lot of work.
God, you
but
want
we
to morph
appreciate
them into
it.
other heroes now? Oh,
I mean,
God.
the issue.
Imagine that memo sliding across the desk to one of the coders. Like
they're already
Ice
dealing with
Frog's decree. Morphling will now be able to change into other heroes and use. Oh God.
Ice Frog, we already have so many problems with Rubik and stealing spells. You want him to become a whole hero? Yes, make it happen,
You know,
devs.
the issue with programming Dota is that every single hero is so game-breaking. Like, there's a lot of heroes that are just like, okay, we're going to make this hero a normal hero, but remove one of the core mechanics of Dota. They don't have to care about that. Necrophos doesn't have to care about regen. Nature's Prophet can literally click anywhere on the map and teleport there globally on a 20-second cooldown. So it's like, okay, we need to make it so you can't TP off the map. You know, there's all of these like extra things you have to pay attention to, and then Jesus, you just get to Morphling and Rubik, and you're literally stealing all of those spells. So it's just amplifying that. Yeah, that's. Oh, speaking of Nature's Prophet, it's actually banned.
Yeah, nice
Yeah, I'm
little-
surprised we didn't see any Nature's Prophet at all as 4 or 5. He mostly fits as position 5, though. I've seen it a lot more in the other regions. But I'm
Yeah.
happy that we see this little green skeleton. Pugna has been ignored for the first 2 days. He's been picked in one game yesterday.
Surprisingly, because before this event, he was favored very, very highly because you can just run him in the mid lane, you can run him in the off lane. He does relatively well against even a lot of the cancer heroes in the mid lane. Like, he does pretty fine against Huskar, he does pretty fine against Broodmother.
He enables good position 4s.
He enables good
So
position
it's like
position
Earthshaker's
4s.
still left in, Earth Spirit's still left in for Matthew, which I think some teams kind of like against Io because it has that like AoE effect. You can get the Io +1 guaranteed with the Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
But you can say the same about Shaker, and Shaker's a little bit more meta, so that looks pretty good to me right now for Infamous.
Yeah,
Earthshaker?
Yeah.
It's good for paiNX too. But then again, they'd have to do an Ogre core, which it's not going to be.
They're
because
so
there's a
big
center.
and fat and tasty over there. Just,
Yeah, I
just someone to chop them all up.
Damn you.
I think this was also I think this was also a
Whatever.
steal pick.
Take some barbecue sauce, slap it on
So
there.
much meat on that side. A Tex can really get down on that. Yeah. If Timberslide comes out, I'm going to have a heyday. But I was going to, just to last note on the Pugna, what does it say about Infamous then? A first pick Pugna here. Is it more like they are trying to synergize around a lineup they're building out, like something heavy and push, or are they trying to divert picks away from paiNX? Like, we got a Pugna, this means you now can't pick XYZ.
It could be just a safe pick for them, and Pugna can be played at multiple roles, so everything's still open. I think the Centaur was a steal pick because it's one of the better heroes against the IO. You have a high burst damage, and whole team pretty much always want to focus the IO, so he can't heal them up.
You ulti whenever the IO relocates, you just press R on Centaur and it's countered.
Yeah, I don't think you should do that.
Why not?
Trent?
I'm Googling stuff. This is a Monk King support. I'm not even listening to you right now.
Yeah,
I know,
but we don't
everybody
see it.
gets to see your Google.
Oh.
We're seeing our
Oh.
dart play right now.
Well, thank you.
I thought you were talking about what I was saying about Centaur. You shouldn't ulti to really.
For the record, Lacoste smacked it. No, Jenkins actually had the comeback in darts after Lacoste was smacking us.
I did.
For the record.
That felt pretty good.
What did we learn?
Jenkins is getting better, man.
Yeah, you're improving.
Like, you can
I'm
see
a-
the improvement.
I'm a
in the
slow
darts.
learner, man, but you know I come online hard in the late game.
What were we Googling? If you get what happens when you get to 1?
Yeah.
Was that the Google one?
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, we just
Don't.
wanted to we got the dartboard up, and hopefully in the future, hopefully we don't have too many schedule swaps and such. But if there happens to be a needed intermission, you guys are going to see us throw down in darts, most likely.
yeah,
A
we're
good
not-
game
yeah.
of 301. We're not good
Yeah,
enough
we're
for
not
five.
good
We're not good enough for 501.
Not
so
You
we
yet.
guys will be here all night.
We haven't quite gotten to that level yet.
So 301, and we had to double check the rules, double check how
Yeah.
the board, how high the board needs to be, how far we have to be
Dude,
out.
the
and
measuring tape was out. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
some serious
we were
business around here.
we were being pretty
We'll throw
particular
down.
with it.
I will say it's kind of bullshit where around the 20, that whole 1 being there, not cool, man.
Yeah, whoever came with the dartboard
Yeah.
was really a troll for
Yeah.
sure.
how many fives did you get in a row?
And then at the end, I'm getting like triple 17s, and it's like, of course, you're going to get all your high point scores at the end of the game. Yeah, darts can be
It's
really
almost like we can't aim
infuriating.
or something.
It's almost like we just hit
That's
random
so
numbers on
weird.
the board.
I will say though, for people out there who've never watched professional darts, go check it out. It's so hype.
yeah.
The announcer in that needs to come over to Dota and show us how it's done.
I'm convinced it must be the cheapest beers on the planet because
Oh
that
my
place is
God.
packed.
You probably can't get in unless you're at a certain certain like like unsobriety level or whatever. It's just like they have to be at a certain intoxication, if you will, to really 180 it up.
It's beautiful.
Okay, we have
All
Monkey
right,
King.
darts.
Jenkins, you always talking about Monkey King against the offlaner and how it's great, especially if
It's a
they're
4 monkey.
It is, right?
I'm 100% sure it's
A
a 4
four
monkey.
monkey.
Yeah, just knowing Matthew.
It's a Matthew Dota.
They
Okay.
wouldn't first phase
Oh.
3 cores.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
my
well,
issue here.
the last time I played at NA, he was actually playing that Monkey King and just stomping the game.
He's really annoying.
Yeah,
I hate when
I
he's 4
remember.
monkey. Just friggin' sniping couriers and showing up where you don't want him to be, stealing your jungle farm. Yeah, he's annoying. One of the few players that can play the 4 monkey. That's a Papatakunka. I know he loves that hero. RoboZ standing in again today. I don't know if they replaced Whisper with RoboZ or what's going on with that, but
not too sure.
I mean RoboZ.
Been okay.
He's probably the best player on Infamous Young. They're pretty good, but Infamous is
Did you know
very good.
there's also Infamous Dark,
Is it
No.
serious?
Infamous Black?
Black?
Infamous Black.
Infamous
Really?
Black.
Yeah,
for
another
real?
one?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't-
mean,
I don't know who's on that. You want to go ahead and Google that?
No, I'm good, actually. I think we'll leave it at that.
I mean, it's not crazy. In China, they got like what CDSC, like
That's
probably XYZ and
Yeah, eHome used to have so
eHome
many.
40, whatever.
They have a free shotgun in this lineup. Pugna plus Morphling, Decrypify,
True.
into
The-
Adaptive Strike. But this could be tricky. Monkey King with Pugna's Decrypify.
The only issue is
Yeah.
that the Decrepify against the Wisp is like, if you Decrepify the Wisp isn't slowed at all and just runs out of the nuke because you just get the movement speed of whoever you're on. And it's like if you Decrepify the Weaver, the Centaur, they just have hasted movement speed. Like the
Yeah.
slows are actually terrible on the side of Infamous. And the only stuns that they really have is Monkey King and then like
Yeah,
Torrent Boat.
they need some kind of a control against the Weaver, Centaur, something to keep
sure.
them in place. They have an X mark, but I'm not sure that's enough. They need more control for this Weaver.
It definitely looks like it'll be the 5 last, too. So it's pretty hard to get a lot of solid lockdown out of a 5
How about
roll.
some Lion?
Some line
how
with
about
the Hex
some
going on.
Yeah,
Rasta, I mean, he's got some shackle and has been seeing some light, mostly in the hands of Demon. But if you wanted to be extra on the push objective with someone like Pugna, you can be pushed.
You're definitely
heavy
looking
with
for like
Rasta.
a decent laner, too, though. I think that's why the Bane was banned out, because it's offers the good control, but also can lane with the Morphling
Yeah.
in most scenarios. But Wyvern's already gone. It's just not a lot of heroes left. I mean, you could still go back for something like the Undying, and you can play that game, but it kind of sucks again because you're not going to have the higher control, but it's still really good this game because of all the strength heroes, and it would help protect the Morph in lane.
Lots of strength in melee. Yeah.
I would be so worried about paiN just taking the game in kind of a split push style and then just never fighting and never really having to fight. Like they could just take any fight that they want and get away with it if there's no disable. It's like, oh, this fight looks bad, let's just get out. Well, that prevents them from doing that. It's a long cooldown, but it does globally prevent the you go into gank somebody, you just silence and then
Yeah, you
they,
see a relocate
Yeah,
come
but
in.
they don't have the best catch. They have
They
X
don't,
mark, then
yeah.
they need to commit the global. Otherwise, Centaur is just gonna use ulti.
Yeah.
Silencer is one of the better heroes against the Weaver. In the laning stage, she can't really use Shikuchi when she has Arcane Curse on, slows her down. She's one of the slowest heroes in the game. Pretty hard to play Weaver into Silencer.
But if they get like another elusive, maybe BKB kind of hero on
I'm kind of
paiN, I don't know how they're going to stop it.
mind blown that Drow was still available. Couldn't paiN just last pick the Drow, and then they have Drow Weaver, Drow Ogre. Wisp is a right-click ranged hero. Centaur is not great, but okay. Storm Spirit,
Another
that's
elusive
not,
hero, but not BKB, but still. In the Silencer, it seems crazy, but I mean, you have Silencer has to deal with so much now on the other team.
It's almost like a Doom game where you're like, you pick so
There's
many
too
Doom
much,
targets,
yeah.
and it's like, okay, well, if the Weaver's
only got
going
one.
in, yeah. I feel like they have to sync up pretty perfectly with Matthew with the global silence. It has to be like global, and Matthew hops to the trees and kills the Weaver, and then everyone else is in position to like get the chase down. But
one thing is they do have the morph to morph into somebody, then take their spells. So you can steal the Ogre stun, you can steal the Centaur stun, you can steal the Weaver Sakuchi. So there is that. I think probably Papita wants to go for an early Yule Scepter just so they have a little bit of extra disable. If there's any game for it, it's probably this one. Probably not an Atos. It's a little too expensive. Doesn't really give you mana regen, but the Yules will probably be good. And we saw him go for it yesterday in a scenario that wasn't even as good as this. And then also it's good against the the Storm Orchid, which will eventually come out.
I like the Storm pick as a last. They don't have enough control, and they could split push if the early game doesn't go well. There's always the good combo. They can use the Storm Spirit to relocate with one of the heroes. Also, Weaver easy to split push with, so I'm favoring paiN's lineup a lot.
I agree. I think if CCNC picks up a Yule Scepter, he can dodge the Kunkka Torrent. He can dodge all of Monkey King's spells, basically.
He can dispel Monkey King as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true. Then he can also dispel the Silence. He can dispel the Decrep off of himself. Well, he can
Dispel and that spell. There's so many of them.
That's a good one. He can dispel the Decrep off of the Pugna. There's a lot of things he can do. with
There's a
Decrep.
whole bunch.
A lot of spells.
They're all over the place.
Don't stop.
You just keep on going.
That's good.
Disruptor, that Raptor, right.
I miss that guy.
Yeah, no Disruptor and Oracle. I like
he'll
Oracle a lot.
he'll
We don't
come
get to
back.
see Oracle anymore.
I think Oracle's good. The Euros love him.
I like
for Oracle.
Oracle. He has untapped potential that I don't think it's
He
used
definitely
enough.
does. He definitely
Oracle is the best hero against Silencer. If you can time Purge before he throws the global
You just
silence,
start charging it on
yeah.
yourself.
That's actually pretty
Yeah.
legit. Because you
Yeah.
could
You
just,
just need to be
bait a
good.
fight to start and then use it on yourself. And then
Yeah.
when he silences, it goes and takes it off of you.
More so, you use it on yourself and tell your whole team to come next to you. Everyone come next to me.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
come
that
on,
would be
guys.
super legit.
Okay.
Someone like Stan King would probably come up with that.
Well,
play.
we're in there. So take it away, production. Fire us on into this game because we got to find this monkey and see if he can snipe a courier. I
Let's
feel like
do
that's
it.
the math you play, right?
Let's get hyped. Day 3 King's Cup is underway. Another jam-packed day full of NA Dotes.
Yeah.
I salute to that.
Damn, he went for the tree dance first on Matthew.
Instead of the old Jingu to
Yeah,
bully around
if-
with your stout shield.
If the slow doesn't hit both of these targets, it doesn't work, basically, because of the Wisp.
A flea wisp trained by Stan King. That possibly that would be.
I think so, yeah.
That'd be
I-
pretty
I
hype.
think that's accurate.
30 seconds to battle.
Ogre walking towards the top lane to fight the level 1
Top is
rune.
where the party at. There's might be a potential throwdown here.
He's hobbling his way there, you know.
He
Battle
is,
for rune dominance.
He's
see.
he's making his way.
Lelis? Do we know?
Lalilas.
Lalilis.
He went by a different name before. I think it's like a short form for the name. I don't remember what the hell it was. Brazilian player. Goddamn Brazilian players. So
American players never change their name.
Awkward silence.
whatever, man.
He's a scarred boy. Oh, zoom out. Not far enough so you can't see the names. I got you guys. Don't worry. I mean,
Yeah, there's-
David.
there's
Great work,
rules.
David.
There's rules to follow here, please.
Thank you for coming here so early again, David. He's so nice. What a sweet boy. There's no camera shots of him right now. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
Maybe later. He's a little camera shy this morning.
Yeah.
All right, so these lanes are, I guess, exactly what one would think, right?
Careful over there, wizard.
Hey, wizard, get off that ball over there.
Yeah,
Jeez.
don't touch that thing. Apparently, we all hear it.
You're not the wizard yet. All right, what's our stomp lane here? We had the last pick was the Storm Spirit, right? Going up against a Kunkka. This is kind of one of those situations where one would think, oh, hey, we can get away with the Storm Spirit here, right? Is that what one's thinking?
That is definitely what one's thinking.
This lane is really not strong, especially early on. You have a Monkey King and Morphling. Morphling pretty much doesn't do anything at the early levels.
Yeah.
This should be a stomp for paiN's.
A
Centaur.
stomp.
Yeah.
Nice.
Remember
Centaur's
here, the dad pun jokes just coming out nonstop in full force. I love it.
I mean, we're pretty old. Like,
That's
two
true.
of you have kids already.
Yeah, my kids are playing Dota now. That's how.
Yeah, did you get the book in the mail, too, with all the jokes? Like, I actually didn't know. It was a serious thing, you know?
Yeah.
Got back home from the hospital. It's just lying there.
Hello, new father. Congratulations. Here's a dad joke book.
Tomato's just leaving the Agimorphon. Like,
Yeah, he was doing that yesterday, too. He just had it permanently going.
he's such a clown. Nuke level 2. I like this on the Morph. Not going for the waveform. It's just such a low mana cost nuke for 100 damage. Easy lost it. More than 100 damage. Easy lost it.
This is going to be a hard game for Morph. He's going to need to itemize differently, I think. Probably a Manta style to get rid of all this stuff. I mean, if Storm Spirit gets Orchid, then he will eventually. He can't be low HP. Combine that with the Centaur high burst damage. He's not going to have an easy time, definitely.
They were also intentionally setting the tether every time to keep breaking all these trees.
Yeah, that's really good.
They're playing the anti-treant strats here.
Yep.
You can't
Matthew.
hide in here, and you have nowhere to live now, Matthew.
That's actually scary. If he tries to make initiation and flees on point, he might be able to cancel it so easily.
All right.
They gotta be careful on Matthew. He's a really squishy hero.
I mean, if
Although
you want
there's
to
a
play
huge wave.
position 4 Monkey King, you need to play him with Venomancer with that cosmetic. Drop a banana, give him more damage.
Infamous is playing this lane really well in the top lane. They did a single pull. Oh, did he get the side pull off? Why didn't that work? That was interesting.
It's a hard one.
It's a very hard
It looked
one.
like they were aggro to the Centaur.
But the reason that Matthew jumped there was because they did a single pull to send a triple range creep into the Centaur Wisp. So they know that they can be really aggressive. It's really nice little plays like that that makes
Centaur-
you win a losing lane.
Centaur only needs boots. Can you show me the items?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Items are great. He's got boots.
Yeah, he does. And for
Monkey,
Oh, Matthew wants that so bad. Yeah, got him. Oh, he did Fairy Fire?
First blood.
And that's
Nice.
dead eye. Tamamo just runs at him.
yeah,
ADS is like, oh, I really want to put some harass onto this Monkey King. Tamamo just gives him the
They're
heat.
not playing this lane correctly.
who isn't? The Wisp
The
Centaur?
Wisp Centaur, yeah.
I think it goes back to the pull and then like aggression from Infamous. It's something that like after it happens, like, oh, we should not have let them do that.
And also Centaur was so close to getting level 3 and they decided to go while he was still level 2.
Yeah.
God, they just have so much damage on this 0 armor Wisp.
Guys,
Tamano's just right-clicking him over and over.
do you expect this lane to go this way? Morph Monkey King.
It shows why they put the Monkey King here, though, because I think the Silencer, they would have got completely crushed, right? Like, they had to have a chance, at least, with the Monkey, and it looks like, oh, is that going to be enough with the lifesteal?
one more hit.
Oh.
Little beep boop son
More
of a gun.
more
Got
flow
him.
and mana.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine.
He did not do the math. Need a little bit more on that one.
Uncalculated.
What is he
unfortunately.
thinking? He
One
needs
more
to
weedy for
play, he needs to play
breakfast.
darts.
He's gonna die.
He did not play darts this morning.
Oh.
Boots not enough, it turns
This is like definitely supposed to be a Centaur Wisp favored lane. Both of these heroes just die in the stomp double edge combo.
This
Oh!
is the lane, though, for sure. Look at these guys.
playing so
A
aggressive
support
here.
for a support here. They're
He's
trying
dead.
Oh, intercepted. Nice slash down.
That's
Too rambunctious.
Flea has no regen right now. That's the only issue. They need to send out some regen. Courier thing in
That is Matthew either, though, and he's
They
real
cut
low.
him down. Also, damn.
All right, we're back, baby.
That's kind of how this was supposed to go from the start.
Yeah,
to be
definitely.
totally
Even
honest.
harder.
All right,
Ops is doing such a good job. We didn't miss a single kill yet.
Yep. Oh, good jinx. Good stuff.
This is great.
The Centaur just died.
Man.
Well, let's see. Hit by a long bomb. The adaptive strike. I was about to say we haven't even looked bottom this entire
I know.
time.
We were really. I mean, mid is a bit back. It's 33-32. They're both kind of getting a win out of it. It would seem. And bottom, no kills yet. So
If
top's
Kanka
really
gets
been
level
back.
6, and he is level 6 actually, he can kill Storm Spirit, who's level 5.
Tomorrow's just getting double-edged again.
Dude, every other lane is a wash. This one's got so much action. He's got the level 3 morph. He's a lot harder to kill now if they don't get the stomp off during his Agi morph.
Dire structures.
Or when he doesn't have the strength morph on.
Radiant
He's getting that value right now. Just
No,
all
I can't
the
help
way
but
down.
clench when I see that happen.
Yeah.
It's like a rocket from a clockwork in a different game's gonna get him.
Silencer TP's top.
That's not gonna help them.
Monkey's coming in from behind.
Well, that's gonna help them.
Yeah, well, 3-on-2, opportunity to take
Turn
out
it,
the Wisp
turn it.
if
Kill the
possible.
monkey. Or the silencer.
Turn and burn. There's no turn and burn. It's just surf and turf.
I love the build on Centaur. No points in return. He doesn't really need it. Just for the max burst damage.
Yep.
Once he
Yeah, I
gets
agree.
level 5, level 3 double edge.
So you pointed out earlier the Storm Spirit had to actually go to the jungle for a
Yeah.
while because the Kunkka hit the 6 so early. So a little bit rough on the old CS because of that. Even though they're close, only like 5 apart, a lot of that is going to be jungle. So net worth differential. Oh, actually, it's still pretty close, and maybe more consumables for the old Kunkka or something.
CCNC knows these matchups so well. Jungling at level 5. A lot of other people would just die in that lane. And then that would give the like it would nullify his hero if he's you know, they picked it last because they know that he's going to have essentially a free game given that there's a huge lack of disable on the Infamous side.
You need to have that inner feeling how much creeps he denied to see if he's gonna hit level 6.
Yeah.
Just go back to jungle.
Yep. And he even sends out like salves preempting that he's going to get harassed and stuff like that past the 5-minute mark. He's very, very good with the math and these matchups.
The creep counting.
You know who's good at math on Infamous side? Matthew.
Wow, this guy might be a wizard later. He's got.
Remember,
serious
subscribers, you
punch
could
out.
put him in the guillotine later for that one. Just subscribe and hit us up on the Discord for voting.
Oh, maybe a chance here. Ooh, two-man stomp there. Not gonna matter though.
Quick burst fire. Infamous trying to recover this lane a bit, pose their will back onto the Centaur Wisp.
Okay, I was gonna say that was a two-man stomp because it was a morphling stomp.
Pap it up.
Pap.
Oh, he
Big
might be dead.
D.
Oh, he didn't have the Geminate, whatever the hell it's called.
Germ attack.
Germanites. Germanite sounds like it'd be a pretty awesome like Lysol competitor, you know what I mean? It's a lot more violent than Germanite. Anyways, proceed, gentlemen.
I think that's germicide you're looking for.
Germicide. All right, I'm too entertained by this.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this top
Back
lane
to you,
again.
Jenkins.
Boom.
Don't forget to vote on Discord. Once Centaur gets level 6, it's going to be so much easier to score a kill.
He's about to get level 6.
He's just
He's
using
so
double edge to
close.
harass.
Oh,
and
Ogre's
Ogre's here.
here. Big boy. The bruiser.
Casino himself. Matthew's here.
Nice.
Moose so dead. Moose is so dead. I should say.
Or
So
is
what?
he not?
He's alive.
They're just retreating.
This is a lot of big beefy guys being beefy.
If you
Oh my
want to
God,
vote for
back and
Jenkins,
forth. There's gonna be another jump
Type
here
1.
too. Go Matthew, be free. Oh!
-2.
Gives a kill to the silencer instead.
did he actually try to cut the tree with Quelling Blade before he died?
Kind of looked like it.
It's a dick move.
So rude.
Kunkka runs top.
All right, that was a long little loop-de-doop there by paiN, and they only end up walking away losing their Centaur. So, kind of
Yeah.
feels like they stubbed their toe, gentlemen.
Yeah, not bad for Infamous. Although CC&C is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
This is a hero that doesn't really do anything until
He
we
comes
get
online, right?
Yeah, he comes.
That's what
online.
casters say.
Right.
Comes online.
He doesn't do anything until about the mid.
I think he has to be online to play Dota.
No.
So I don't.
But he has to come online, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's playing from the country.
Yeah, the country of not online.
All right,
Exactly.
I got you. This is all starting to make sense. So it's actually gonna be the Kunkka that makes that first big rotation. It looks like instead of
Oh,
the
double
Source.
damage. I think the smoke is a little bit too late because the runes are already picked up, but they're still going to find them.
Oh, Tomato. That would see if he can get things leading off there. Don't even need him.
I mean, this is a 5 ogre. I don't know if you care about this.
No, that's a 5-man.
Can they
A 4-man rotation.
can they transition this into a tower? I don't really think so. They lost their siege creep already because I think they. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe they pulled. Oh no, there it is. Okay, so they haven't lost it.
He's
but,
coming along.
But they all just go back to their respective lanes.
Yeah, I mean, that's just
Everybody's
Ogre,
going to have respawn. Yeah.
Ogre taking a
Dude,
game.
that Ogre got owned though. He lost 94 gold. Ouch. Man, Tomato's just worrying me here.
You know,
Poor observers having to watch these
my
morphlings.
God, dude. Oh God.
There's
Seder.
no Venomancer. It's okay, guys.
Come
So
on,
he
don't.
gets 25 per hit.
So this is the math, right? Yeah, exactly. This thing's so good. These morphlings. And every little bit you're gaining right now, and then you morph back a little bit of strength, and suddenly you're at full HP again. And this is why players buy this item on Morphling.
It's pretty broken. It's really, really good against a Centaur Wisp because they want to constantly just out-sustain this lane and just sit here and harass. And he just morphs to 0 HP and then hits creeps and he's back to full HP.
I
He
can
just
see a
has so
lot
much
of
armor.
frogs in Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
finest creation.
And look at him just sitting here like under 500 HP. And they have ulti and everything too.
Oh, yeah, okay, he just got
Oh,
it.
but look at that stomp though to stun. They did get a kill in the bottom
Tapping
lane
it
as
down.
3 heroes dove under the tower while we were watching this. So that was a in sync gank there. We're running top and then running bottom at the same time. It was a bait play.
Yeah, Pugna's
Same.
been awfully quiet this game, little Pepita, but he is going to become a target in the crosshairs of CC&C.
CC&C just doesn't care about this. He knows that there's just, it's all pseudo-disable. Silencer isn't 6.
They focus on who they can really take down here, and it looks like the Ogre Wisp pairing. It's kills, and it's kills for Tomato at least.
Catapult got the tower though.
They lose the tower though, and if they can get Weaver, but he's also so hard to catch. They don't.
Everybody's down here as well.
They don't have the Silencer 6.
We'll get this tower, get some money in the bank if you're
Dire's top
Infamous.
tower is under attack.
Try to make the most out of this full man rotation. They do see CC&C, but again, the lockdown, is it going to be there? Do they have the tools?
40R doesn't have a TP. I don't think you want to risk this,
Radiant's
Ritsu.
bottom tower has fallen.
The turn, gentlemen. paiN running into action here. Good pull back. Matthew thinking about making his move. They're able to at least blast down CC&C.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Infamous welcome the turn with open arms.
Familiar sight here.
And they're going to take more names.
Oh, man, I get why they did that, because they know that the only 2 heroes that died there were the 2 supports, and then it's like, okay, we can defend this tower. You don't want to just give this tower for free when you. There's really no when the whole enemy team is there. There's really no punish on the rest of the map if you just defend this tower with a couple of heroes. But
It looks like ADR is going to get top here, though. I mean, they're setting the silencer at this point, but
he really wishes he had a TP there. I mean, he had TP Centaur ulti.
yeah. CC's here, though. This could be a nice turnaround. They're going to find Matthew first. Global comes out. And that's going to guard Matthew quite well as Stan King, sponsored Flea, goes down. And looks like RoboZ just going to have to use a defensive, but he
they got
actually
him.
catches CC&C.
Stun.
Couldn't get the zip timing there, and Tomato
God,
playing with life or
Tomato.
death here. Oh, he's crazy. He's a wild man. And he gets decrypt.
He's been so low this entire game.
Manuel up top, the TP from Moose did not deter ADR, shockingly. And wasn't able to get to deny either. Oh,
He
give him
saw
the
that he's
heat,
not
dude.
going to get a last hit, then pressed the attack on Silencer to get the aggro and killed it with Aura, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe there's an ogre here too, though. All right, it's working. Moose has got the strats. Oh, creeps, help me. Body block him. Oh, run.
Oh, come on, Letless.
Oh, he's
Oh,
actually
Matthew's
got out of here.
reload.
Oh, wow. A
Reload.
relocate.
Oh, just flee.
Is he still going to
What's
get out
going
of
on
here?
here?
The side steps.
Benny heal team.
Dude,
please.
he's fine. Are they going to turn this? What is
Dude,
happening?
He's out. He's
All right,
out.
he just leaves. They don't get the
Buy
X on
that
him in
blink.
time, but
Oh my God, the Centaur dies.
He did buy the blink at least, but this is a story of a couple of fights here and trades for Infamous.
Moose is like Paul Bunyan, man. He's just living with the trees, survives all that, comes over, gets a D ward. Like, what up? 12 stolen int. He's living the life right now.
You know, that's actually like the 5-roll dream where you're just sitting there and very slowly defending a tier 1 tower in the trees, and you bait the entire enemy. Oh, speaking of baiting.
Morphling.
You can click on Morph to see where he died.
But
if you're looking for that, he's
oh,
not in the trees.
I clicked the wrong hero. We're all good here, guys. It's early. David. David.
Can't put David on this one. You've outed
True.
Centaur ulti, mid lane.
Jump across the river. Hard shots moving in for a little Papina. Can I get the man? Yes. Grab, pull back. No. Yes.
CC&C doesn't have that much mana. He needs to time this really well.
No. Yes.
And yes. Pull back in. They're trying to bail him out. Jumps back out. Good moves from CC&C, but it looks like poor Flea
Killing spree.
will pay the price. But killing spree.
Matthew's
for
gonna kill.
RoboZ.
CC&C.
Matthew. Oh, my
Maybe
God.
not.
That's the monkey.
Maybe he's just feeding.
He didn't get there in time.
To the high ground. Tomato goes. Back
Wow,
in action.
so that's going to reveal the ward.
That
Yeah.
vision. That's worth.
We'll call that worth, yeah. And Ritsu, too.
He steals the he's Centaur. Stomp him.
Okay. Okay.
The other Centaur comes
Double
through, but
stomp.
it's too late. Oh, Ogre, though. Nice. Got that silencer. He was all hoity-toity, you know, thinking some big deal support or something like that. Ogre puts him in his place.
Got him.
Yeah, that's right.
This is like complete utter chaos. Nobody's pushing towers. We're just killing each other. Papa is trying to push the lane out. Like, guys, come on. Let's focus some objectives here. Everybody else is just looking to get kills. I get the silencer. You know, he just wants his +2. He's got 16 int stolen at this point.
It doesn't matter if you're playing that position 5. You just want to die to pick up that end. It really cripples them, especially the intelligence heroes like
yeah.
Storm.
I'm wondering how.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and do the math on how much int Storm is.
Good luck.
All right.
Don't hurt
See if
yourself.
all that darts this morning will help you enough with
3.0.
your math.
What's his base int? I would need to know his base int.
Well,
wouldn't
you
I?
go to the
23.
Heroes tab if you'd like.
I'm not doing that. That's way too much effort. He's lost some int. That's for sure.
Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
that excellent analysis. I'm so glad you're here. That's a long old zip on the Papita. The big P. Easily comboed down. So Maybe not the most common rotation partner there, but you'll take the Ogre and the IO.
You have to be really careful on Pugna when you're playing this sort of split push style against the IO. That's there's kind of two ways to play Pugna. There's the one way where you just run at every single tower and you team fight, and then there's the other way where you just play as the one who's just split pushing in lanes. And obviously, you know, when you're playing that sort of role against an IO, you have to be incredibly careful. You know, like nuke from trees, maybe even decrep a creep. Like you have to be very, very quick, or you just get reload on. If you forget that for a moment, you're just dead.
What does
unless you
Centaur have queued up? I saw Shadowblade.
Yule Scepter. He's gonna get a Yule's.
He was thinking about Shadowblade. He goes with a Shadowblade, stun summon, relocate comes. With the follow-up, they're going to have enough time to do that. But
What
I
if
guess
he was thinking he
wants
could
to get rid of Arcane Curse. It's good, one of the best items against Kunkka's
Yeah.
combo.
I mean, although maybe a Lotus Orb would be better, just because he can use it on the Storm and the Weaver, and it does, you know, effectively the same thing without putting you up in the air for 2.5 seconds.
That's true.
Every
That's
time
true.
I want to go for a Yule Scepter on one of these like tanky offlaners, I always realize like, oh, that should have been a Lotus Orb.
I mean, he's not super spammy, and I guess move speed's nice, but you're going to stampede to where you want to go
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah. I suppose you can use the Yules for some setup on the Stomp too, so there's that synergy. And then you can also use it to dispel the
Mighty Monkey King
and the Monkey
position 4.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Dragonlance Morphling.
I think
Get
it's a full
himself some
pike now.
space. Yeah. All right, sorry, that's what I meant. The pike complete for the Morphling.
He has the whole pike. It's early.
Oh, Matthews gets out split pushing CC&C. Man, what a grab. This support monkey is working out well, I will say. He's 2, 3, and 11. Feels like he's enabled almost everything. 13 of the 16 kills for Infamous so far.
I can't believe they're killing him in a 1.6 second stun. Like, that really doesn't seem like...
I think he was a little low, but
yeah,
still.
he was playing real greedy.
I was thinking at the beginning, I'm like, you know, this Monkey King 4 position, like, it seems great, but why wouldn't they go for something like an Earth Spirit, let's say? I feel like can kind of have a similar toolkit and being able to chase down the Storm, but they're making the Monkey King work pretty well.
One thing that's nice is the deep vision you can get. Like this ward here, pretty nice, which he like kind of hops down to do every single time, and they don't see him planting it.
He's been totally abusing that, actually. He was even abusing that at the start, like leaping across trees just to get vision down where the enemy team's not going to have a ward down already. Like, they're not going to see him place it.
Yeah, ADR's waiting here. He thought he was going to jump across and he was going to cut it.
Does he have high ground vision? Oh, he sees on the low ground.
He saw
because
him
he has high
hopping,
ground vision.
Yeah.
So he would need to see what tree he's going to.
He tried to cut it right there. He's like, hmm.
This is a very awkward standoff for these 20-minute bounties.
Yeah, nothing going to happen.
It's just one for one. Oh, actually, no, it was 3-1. Infamous got 3.
So it's only a 2K lead. Who's popping off next here, guys? We had the Shadowblade for Kunkka for a while. I don't think it's resulted in very much. Oh, that's a big old zip. Cuts the tree. Hello. And that global silence won't even save him. That is a big deal. That's basically global for nothing.
They definitely want to look for a fight right now.
Yeah.
This is
Roche time.
I mean, the Roches.
Can they do Roche good?
They have
They
Weaver.
It's okay.
They
It's
have
okay.
Weaver. That's all right.
Yeah,
but
Weaver with the boost of Bloodlust.
I don't know.
and,
Against like a Kunkka,
You guys have no faith.
it's.
That's true. The respawn is only like 20 seconds, and he has buyback. But they should be at least pushing forward, one would think.
I would say definitely look for a fight. Look to take some sort of fights. He's full mana now. He's got a clarity going. Not any. Oh, he does actually.
He has Yule Scepter as well.
Wow, they actually calmed that torrent, but
I mean, he took a lot of damage from that. Okay, now he doesn't have much mana. Papita on the
that
bot
was
lane,
the smoke. Yeah.
and yeah, they're gonna smoke to him. Papita's going for. Oh, he is going for the Atos instead of the Yules. I definitely think that's better this game because it's not like they just need TP cancel. They need the. They actually need the disable to kill people, for sure. Like the Storm Spirit especially. You can.
They're leading with the Centaur here.
Forces Yules with the Atos.
Oh, where is he? Got him. Got the invis off in time though. Where's the dust? All right, let me sentry down from Lilith.
Oh,
So tanky.
The rum?
Almost
Did he make it to the
survives
low
there.
ground? Oh, okay.
Tried a Hurricane Pike, I believe, from Tomato, but wasn't enough to save him.
Yeah.
And another one will come down. At this point, really hurting CC&C. And Papita being chased by 3. Matthew with the stun. Try and save him a little bit here. And they're going to hide under the tower. The armor helping versus the Weaver. And now it's Flea. He's to hop on back here. Speaking of hopping, it's Matthew.
All right, so they got their man. Can they Do they just want to walk away with that, and do we feel like that was enough given their advantage, that window of opportunity where they don't have global?
Dire's middle
They didn't get any towers or objectives. Just brought the Kunkka down a peg.
It's something. The Kunkka's with the level 15, he's gonna, the HP regen going for BKB next. He's gonna feel a lot more unkillable. Habit is just getting solo killed.
Or is he?
Typically an easy target for the Storm, but if they trade each other's lives, that wouldn't be too bad.
Wisp.
They got the X. Pull him right back, and they
back
got
in
him.
there.
Wow.
That's
It's
fine.
not a good trade.
That's -2 int on the Storm.
And
Oh.
also
He
potentially
placed the
flee.
ward so he can X him.
Wow, yeah,
Wow.
get back over here.
That was really nice.
That is what the Scorpion says in Mortal Kombat, I believe.
Get back over here, you fool.
Get back over here and fight me.
Come hither, please.
Yes. Wow,
Sounds about
Infamous opening it up. Still not a crazy net worth advantage. I mean, I guess you look at the numbers, but the openings for paiN feel like they should be a lot more dramatic, and they're not being fully taken advantage of, or at least Infamous are not allowing them to take full advantage of them.
Yeah, the Infamous are playing a really good sort of. They're very disciplined this game with being together.
It's going to be close here for old Kunkka.
He's tanky. Morph can tank this too. I mean,
Yeah, but
Pugna
then
can
it's so
heal
slow.
as well.
CNC from the turnbuckle. No, comes back. It's close, but unfortunately they do get it. Just fast enough so that there'll be no interference from paiN.
Look at this woodsmaning top on the Centaur. This is some 10 out of 10 woodsmaning if I've ever seen it.
Is he
Let's go for
gonna
this.
jump over?
Oh, he's outta
He's
here.
nah.
It's coming for the team.
Yeah.
There's a smoke in the Ogre's backpack, but again, this really deep ward. Spotting this rotation here, so they know they're all down bottom. They're sitting on their high ground now. There is also a Radiant Vision that is in the area here, as you can see, so both teams aware of the other's positioning at the moment.
That area is so hard to de-ward.
Yeah,
You need to
really
use 3 sentries to find where they place the ward, because this sentry doesn't reach to that point, or they can be placed on the high ground, actually 2 high grounds.
Storm on top lane. Oh, he got the morph off. Okay. Did Tomato have vision of that? He did. Unfortunately for CCNC, there's that brilliant ward
Oh, yeah, man.
that,
these are the good
that
ones.
Trent loves to talk about,
No.
where you quelling the trees.
That's why Monkey
It's
King
the play, dude.
Yeah.
bought it, yeah.
Monkey has the quelling. It's actually super legit. You were completely right.
It's the next level of warding, guys. Every support needs the Quelling Blade.
Down on the Centaur.
This time, the short initiation. It's enough to set up for the Kunkka, but this is the real beefcake.
Very
the
tanky.
Angus steak here.
Ooh, almost got the tree cut. He was very close. He was one off.
Relocate gets canceled by the global silence, so suddenly Ogre's running into no backup here, but I don't even think they're going to get punished for this. So very defensive global, and they still lose the bottom tower as Ritsu and Flea are over here.
I think they're happy that the global was used there.
Definitely.
Secures them 2 bounties. Yeah, they're just gonna take a fight. Or paiN off. They killed the guy with no global.
Yeah, well, I mean, still a good kill. I don't know. Feels pretty good for paiN. Like Relocate's going to be back before the global is, so they can kind of set up a better fight, I would think.
Oh,
Turns into
I like
the
that.
bloodlust.
I like that.
Yeah, some strats coming out here. Oh yeah, give it to him. Somehow you get the multicast ulti, balanced.
Did he get the multicast?
Yeah,
on the on the stolen bloodlust.
Well, that shouldn't work.
yeah, it's one of those. Makes
paiN-
Morph a
paiN's
nice
getting
pick.
a lot of towers for free in this game, while Infamous are running around trying to get kills. I think this game favors paiN in the late game. Centaur eggs.
Ooh, the caught CNC. I guess he can do the double timing now with the Yule step.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so hard to catch, like virtually impossible.
That was really nice, actually. He zipped out of vision, so the Kunkka couldn't see if he Yules or not.
Yeah.
So he just Yules, then the Kunkka time. Like a lot of the time, you can bait the Yules and then just use it after the Yules, or if he mistimes the Yules, you can just X back afterwards.
A little scary there for Flea. He didn't have a TP for another 30 seconds or so, but he manages to get away. They have the They were pinging this poor silencer. Are they about to relocate on him? There's still 15 more seconds.
15 seconds, yeah. He is the perfect relocate, though, because he's so far away from
Just
his
such a
team.
fast kill.
Yeah, and he's important, too, because he's going to have the global up soon.
10-second BKB ready for that Weaver still.
That's huge. That's absolutely huge against this lineup of Infamous.
It was completely forced out by the pick of the silencer, too. Like, they have absolutely no choice in this game.
Yeah, yeah. You honestly don't really want that item on Weaver.
No.
It's not as awkward as getting out like a PL or something like that, but Still, you kind of want damage items. This hero feels really good with damage items.
We're talking about Manta style on Weaver.
Yeah, you don't want that either.
No,
I was
he's got
gonna
the
say
BKB.
BKB. BKB's it's definitely decent on Weaver. Maybe that's just me. I feel like going for damage items is always really nice.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I mean, you need to have it in
You
this
need
game.
you need to have it.
You know, I was watching the IG best of 3 last night. They're playing against a Chinese team, who one of the like kind of tier 2 ones. Can't remember the name to be honest. But I know the player Frozen on the Weaver. He bought a Radiance. It was a Radiance
I like-
Weaver beating IG.
I like
That's some
Radiance.
old school
yeah,
stuff.
I like
ancient Dota.
Monkey King Bar. I like Mjolnir. Carry Weaver, by the way. Offlane Weaver, you know, you want to go for the Aghanims and upgraded urn sort of stuff. That's pretty good. But as a carry, you know, Scotty's good, Heart is good, Radiance is good. There's a lot of stuff that you can get that makes you feel like, you know, Phantom Lancer level of unkillable and Cancer. But the BKB is absolutely forced this game, where he's just going to feed. Tomato has the Lincoln Sphere, protecting him against the Storm Orchid, which just came out.
This game has been so close. The biggest lead was 2K.
Yeah.
Yeah, even after that recent series, we saw Infamous able to kind of finally get back to the objective at hand. They took 2 towers in the top lane, and you feel like there would be a resurgence of all this wealth coming their way. But paiN already know they're giving all those towers and taking kills and taking farm across the map, and they're still hanging. The net worth is still even.
Dude, Tomato is so quick with the attribute shifts. I know it's just pressing one button, but I mean, if you screw that up, like, you're just instantly dead. It's not even. You're just the highest net worth hero instantly dead. So it's like.
Wizard Chairman, I'm gonna need you to turn off that ball. Can you guys hear it when he leans on the table? It comes through when he leans on the.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Static in my
Turn
ears.
off the ball. Destroy it.
I don't.
Done.
I don't want
Oh,
that
that's so
ball in
much
my
nicer.
ears.
Thank you. What a blessing.
Ritsu pushing the top lane. Wisp is
Wow,
there
that
to
is
relocate
quite
him.
the smoke.
They're going straight to Ritsu, although he has a BKB available. He's a very hard kill. They could possibly get the IO, but I don't know if that's really worth a smoke.
Okay, can they catch him?
Dire's top
They have
tower
Centaur
is
ulti
under
as well.
attack.
Oh, they're gonna catch
Oh,
him.
he's going back in.
For sure, someone's going.
Well, he's
down.
got his BKB, right? So.
Wisp is so dead.
Yeah, oh, the timing! They didn't go
He's
for the
still dead.
boundless, but yeah.
That was cute.
I mean, that's just a wisp.
It's
yeah,
just a wisp.
that's a massive rotation for that.
The issue is they needed to get their lanes out, but I think they can probably do it without a smoke. Like, they had 2 lanes pushing in, which just means, unfortunately, you can't really do anything on the map. You need to deal with those lanes. So they deal with it by using a smoke. I think they would have liked to have picked off Ritsu. Maybe they weren't entirely sure if he had that BKB available. They need some sort of way to lock down Ritsu without...
They need hacks. This is why I don't like
yeah.
Road of Atos and Pogna, because they were already 1 item ahead. You had Storm Spirit, who had the old Scepter. You had the Weaver with the BKB, so that's kind of a mistimed item.
Yeah.
What
Maybe
do you guys think about target allies this game instead of the waveform attacks targets?
Let's see. What can he take?
Double
I mean, there's another
boundless.
X is pretty good.
Double Nether Ward.
Jumping off the trees is pretty
Oh
good.
my God.
Oh, double Nether Ward
Double
is
Nether
sick.
Ward. So Cancer.
Yeah, and the siege potential too of double Pugna even without the Nether Ward.
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
Like going for the blast.
Yeah,
that is
Double
nice.
blast.
But the problem for position 5 for Monkey King is that his ulti doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's the reason we haven't even seen it. I don't think. As they go for the double edge here, will be enough damage. No, with the BKB in combination with the Invis means he will survive, and now they're gonna try and get the rundown onto CCNC. But he is a very slippery fella. However, the other slippery guy, Ritsu, still has a BKB, so I mean,
This
they're
is a big
trying to
item.
force it.
He has a nullifier, so he can remove the Decrypify. They can't use the items. Does Morph have a Lincoln's? Yes, he does. Morph is gonna be tough to kill, definitely. Has a Lincoln's, so Manta style soon. But if Storm jumps,
Can do the Yule's Orchid and instantly cancel that Lincoln's.
Does open him up though. Like global or some sort of lockdown is there.
So they already have the eggs done on Centaur, and they have the eggs available from the IO too here.
Yeah.
Really nice.
So
with the
they're gonna have the Weaver eggs. They have the potential Ogre initiation with his eggs. Storm eggs actually too is really good, although it's very hard to.
Radiant's
It's
middle
they
tower
can't
It's
do it.
kind of
Tethered to him,
possible.
yeah. It's very hard to keep tethered to that hero.
I mean, if he zips him with an Orchid onto one hero, you can just like tether in and then, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's definitely possible, but
It is
it's certainly
fleet we're
not
talking
ideal.
or
about.
if you relocate into 5 people, just fake relocate. Storm Spirit uses.
No
bull.
one's going to expect the Storm Spirit relocate.
paiN is doing a really good job at keeping these lanes pushed in. It's making it so Infamous can't make any moves on the map without making it blatantly obvious.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And then they just farm up, wait for Roche. Even though they have a 1k lead on the side of Infamous.
He's trying to get those zips again to catch Matthew. That would have been a gem too.
Oh yeah, that would be
Dire's
huge.
middle tower has
God, the
fallen.
monkey seems so good actually with the gem pickup. Just jump across the trees, you get the high ground vision, just instantly quelling wards. And with the talents, with the tree dance cast range, he's so safe to do that.
They haven't gotten a whole lot done in a while though.
They really have
Like
not.
Infamous have just completely lost any sort of control of this game. And they still have the net worth advantage, but they're holding high ground
Oh,
now with the
Kuka.
invis. Yeah, that's going to be 100-0 real quick. And now pressing onto the two back lines here. It's going to be the Pugna and the Silence are going down. We do have a Monkey King ulti, but as Lacoste just pointed out, not really that scared. Right to the BKB, they still want to keep fighting. Zip on in here for CCC. Ulti not going to save
gem.
you. Now Matthew and the triple kill. Oh, somebody grab that gem. No, email Gaben, don't forget about your triple kill.
They need that boat to fight. Also, global. I'm not sure if it was ready for this fight or not.
Quick little recap there. Lots of gold for CCNC. And about a 3k gold swing overall.
Yeah, that looked like it all went right into the arms of paiN.
Nice. Well said.
I really think that goes back to this issue of you are allowing two lanes to be constantly pushed in. So paiN, there's absolutely no punishment for them just sitting on the high ground and literally waiting for
Yeah.
anything.
But they're not even waiting. Like, they're out farming the other lanes. They're out, like, while Infamous is, maybe
Yeah,
making
yeah.
an advancement. It's like they're never letting Infamous run away with the net worth.
Right,
Suddenly, one good fight, like, really good fight goes for paiN, and now they're 5k up.
Oh, look at this. They got the courier sitting in the Roche pit. So
Yeah.
they have a plan here.
They're gonna do it again. Fool me once.
We're going to the Roche. Not.
Well, this is our dire vision
Oh,
here.
they're pinging in.
Oh, they love
Yeah.
this. They love this little spot here. Although we saw this not work out too well for them
Oh.
yesterday.
Hello.
Surely it's safe. Oh, or with a
Yeah, there's the
global.
nullifier on top of Tomato. Is it going to be enough damage in time? Yeah, he's dead. No buyback available. Now they go on to Pepita. Only a single Nether Wart here. And they're going to try and TP out with Moose. He will get back, but now it's Robo Z. Still under some vision here. And another nullifier. Dead.
That might be the nail in
That
the
is,
coffin.
Man, he even waveformed into them.
he knew they were there.
That's not
GG.
enough.
Might be one of those, like, this is our only chance. But, I mean, you feel like most people would want to take their only hope into, like, the high ground with their global.
Yeah.
But maybe they were anticipating they could catch some paiN X members half committed to that in Roche. Whatever the case may be, paiN X walk away with the W.
You know, in a lot of these games, I really feel like one of the teams doesn't actually.
Play to win.
Yeah, yeah. No, they don't feel the right amount of pressure, I guess. Like they didn't realize that there wasn't all that much pressure on them. They were just getting outmaneuvered on the map. But they actually were ahead in gold when we saw that fight happen.
Yeah, but we can go back to the draft. I think we pointed out that they're not going to have enough lockdown for a Storm Spirit. The Weaver was pretty much a free game for both heroes.
Yeah, that is definitely true. And I think what you said earlier is accurate, that you need some sort of answer for these heroes in terms of your item choices and the Atos. I thought it was pretty good because it is lockdown for these heroes, but it's exactly as you said. It's not lockdown for these heroes when they have the items to just very literally dispel it. So perhaps some sort of early sheep stick or hyper aggression when you know that they don't have these items, and really trying to capitalize on that timing, because Atos did absolutely nothing. In fact, Papita kind of did nothing in that game, it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were up and ahead, and before, as he made the commit to Atos, they still had so many towers on the map they could have just gobbled up and then used that little bit of an advancement to get a high tier item that would just be a huge impact later in the game.
I think the issue was that this was a first pick Pugna, and he got way countered. Like, Storm Spirit is one of the best counters because you can't just do this stupid side
Split pushing,
like split pushing
bullshit,
stuff, and also
Although-
IO draft too, and Stampede. Like, the whole idea behind good Pugna games is there's no catch, right?
Well, yeah. The thing with this hero though, and I'm not 100%. Like, I guess they thought the game would go a different way with the pipe build. Like, maybe they would fight a lot more.
Yeah.
Obviously, the fights weren't going that well, but if you get countered on Pugna, one of the reasons we see this hero get first phase in general is because you can just build him differently and still play that sort of play style. Like if you build a Glimmer Cape on Pugna, which by the way is very, very common.
Yep.
I see Limp go for the Glimmer Cape almost every single game on Pugna, even if he's in an aggressive position because it's that good. It's a lot harder for them to catch you. There's no invis on the side other than the Kunkka Shadowblade, which came out quite late. They would have to buy detection on the side of paiN. Storm doesn't like to buy detection. I mean, he can, but he's got a lot of slots. He has a lot of mana issues. You know, he needs the bottle, needs the wand. So a lot of the time, I think he could survive if he had a Glimmer Cape. And you could also go for a Blink Dagger, and it's a lot easier to play that sort of split pushing style. And as we saw with the lanes being constantly pushed in by paiN, somebody needed to be pushing out those lanes. Is it the Kunkka? No, it's not going to be the Kunkka because he's the kill hero. He needs to kill people. Is it the Monkey? Absolutely not. Monkey needs to be running around warding. Is it Silencer? No, if he dies, they lose the fight because that's a global down. Is it the Morphling? He could probably push out one of the lanes, but it's you know, it's a little dangerous with the Storm Zip. It's definitely on the Morph in the Pugna to switch between that kind of one role where you're just running around the map on your own and then coming to your team when they take a fight. But it looks like in this game they anticipated just 5-manning and fighting a lot more with Papada's build on the Pugna. I think it kind of hurt them a lot. With that being said, though, the draft was definitely an issue.
Yeah, I would point out the vision as well. You have a Centaur, you have a Storm Spirit who pretty much outpush the lanes pretty quickly, and then you have the other team who doesn't push that fast, and they can do whatever they want. They have a lot of info where the enemy team is, and then they can go for a Roche, try to do a smoke gank, relocate, because the other heroes are just showing on the map.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's definitely an issue.
So game 2 then, draft. Is that what we're looking at? Maybe something a little bit closer. Maybe address some of those earlier heroes a bit. Like, kind of felt like the punish wasn't there. It was a great 10th pick too, of course, but they kind of doubled down on there being no control for Infamous, so maybe they just need to mask themselves a little bit more as the draft starts with like that whole Pugna Morphling first phase. But either way, we'll find out, right?
Yes, we will.
Game 2 will be coming up, and we'll go to a break before that happens. Stick around. Not there though. There you go.